Be the starting lineup of the visiting Minnesota Timberwolves. At point guard, Mike Conley. At center, Naz Reid. At forward, Jaden McDaniels. At forward, Julius Randle. At guard, Anthony Edwards. The head coach of the visiting team is Chris Finch. It's time to meet the starting five for your San Antonio Spurs. Manning the middle, number 28, Charles Bassey. 6 foot even. Starting at guard, number 3, Chris Paul. Starting at forward, number 40, Harrison Barnes. 6'5", at forward, number 24, Devin Vassell. 6'6", at guard, number 5, Stephon Castle.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. And tonight, it'll be the San Antonio Spurs going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup, Conley and Edwards are the guards. Jaden McDaniels is out there with Julius Randle, and it's Reid in at the 5. And for San Antonio, in the backcourt, it's the veteran Paul paired with Castle. Up in the front court, it'll be Vassell and Barnes. And it's Bassey in at the center. And if you claim to be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do, one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
Count the basket.
A bigger guard, 6'6" Castle, can just overwhelm defenders. Impressive for his age.
Pass to Randle. Back to Conley. Reid with a screen on Paul. Shot clock at 6. Conley finds Reid. And here's Edwards from the arc. Barnes grabs the miss. Here are the Spurs with the ball. Paul outside. Here's Castle. Edwards defending. Tries it from 9. And there it is for him.
And, you know, Barnes does a nice job sizing up the defense close to the basket. I mean, when he's near the rim, takes his time, knows how to get his shot up and down.
Now, here's McDaniels. Last game he had 13. Pass to Randle. Over Paul. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Boy, down low, Randle can throw those 250 LBs around and create havoc. Tough for the defense to slow him down.
Here's Vassell. And McDaniels with the block. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Barnes. There's a good screen. Inside, second shot opportunity, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
The first free throw is good. So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15-56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head on. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
Both shots good from the stripe. You know, Greg, with the combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide-open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Paul passes to Barnes. Here's Castle. Vassell wide open. Sinks the triple.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Pass to Reed. Edwards with it. Back to Reed. From the baseline. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Here's Bassey. Guarded by Reed. Bassey, the pass to Barnes. Now Vassell. McDaniels defending. 6 to shoot. Here's Castle. Coming off a stellar performance against Utah. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Conley against Paul. Randall from outside. Rebounded by the Spurs. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And you've got to love a team that can maintain its composure on the road. Take good shots and knock them down with confidence.
Well, efficiency is critical, and I love how they ran their offense and got quality shots out of their sets.
Edwards, the bounce pass. McDaniels gets a wide open look. His 3-pointers off the mark. Spurs leading by 5. Barnes left side. Vassell against McDaniel. From deep. Vassell, no good. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Timberwolves. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
Yeah, you know, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You've got to trust in the system.
You watch Vassell, he's a prototype wing for this era, has length, skill, and plays both ends of the floor.
Another NBA season, Clark, upon us. What's the biggest change you've seen since you played?
Well, I think a couple of things. Actually, I would consider these a tie, the ball handling and the three-point shooting of 7-foot guys. And then lastly, maybe the matchup zones defensively are the biggest changes for me.
No good on the free throw. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
So we can't get either to fall. Timberwolves trail by 5. Timberwolves passing it around. Randall no good. The Spurs have gone 4-7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Barnes passes to Paul. Rebound, Minnesota. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Yes, that goes in.
Edwards just doesn't allow defenders to bottle him up. Great focus and persistence.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Coming out on the floor, your Spurs breaker.
Spurs making a switch here. Sohan's checked in. And now, courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here are the teams that led the NBA in block shots last year. In the third spot, the Spurs. Fifth, the Timberwolves.
Both clubs physically dominant inside the paint, and that's why you see those outstanding shot blocking numbers.
San Antonio leading by 3. Paul kicks to Vassell. Pass to Bassi. Back to Vassell. Clock at 6. Rebound, Minnesota.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Now McDaniels. Pass to Edwards. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Edwards got his second basket of the night.
Edwards flexing on him now. Bully ball inside.
Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Greg Popovich.
Now we talked about the tall task of facing Anthony Edwards. Coach said he is so physical. Ant looks more like a linebacker than a wing, so we can't foul Edwards too much. That's playing right into his hands. So they'll try to play him tight without sending him to the line. Not easy to do. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Now here's Reed. And Anthony Edwards gets the 3. Edwards got 7.
And you can see he's got a little bounce in his step. 3 out of 4 to start.
And you see, don't you, Clark, the steady progression year over year for Anthony Edwards.
Well, he's already an all-star since his 3rd season. With Edwards, the chance is there. If he continues to show the same improvement he's shown thus far, he's going to be MVP caliber, and I dare say, perhaps the face of the league for several years to come.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Alexander Walker comes in for Edwards. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley.
One shot.
Free throw good, Paul. Clark, if you had one word to describe Mike Conley, what would it be?
Reliable, steadfast, dependable. Now, I know that's 3, but I wanted to give you 3 different words I could use to describe him. Only 2 seasons in his whole career has he not played at least 50 games. That speaks to durability and professionalism.
And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
Such great timing, defensive awareness, too. When you have to face a defender that can reject you like this, it certainly can change your approach. Five
to shoot. Here's Randall as he pulls it in. For San Antonio, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip, and he makes that one.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
And Randall has got the ball here for the Timberwolves. It's a 3-point game. Now, here's McDaniels. No scoring in this one. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Substitution on the court.
Spurs leading by 3. Johnson outside. Pass to Wesley. Now, here's Biyombo. 6 on the shot clock. Johnson outside. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Timberwolves trail by 3. Alexander Walker with the ball. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. A floater. Gobert with the block.
Love the way Gobert goes after shots. He blocks quite a few and alters many more.
Yeah, the defender all over.
He got in good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
First team foul.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for San Antonio?
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
The first one falls. Clark, in terms of young superstars, it doesn't get much better than Anthony Edwards.
Amen to that, partner. Every franchise wants a franchise player. Minnesota, I think, hit the jackpot drafting Edwards first overall back in 2021. Last year, we saw Ant-Man take it to another level, making his first of what I think will be many All-NBA teams.
He's perfect from the line this time.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock them down from the line.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust.
Welcome to the Spurs squad. On the court is your squad. Who wants a free t-shirt? Get on your feet and go wild so we can see you.
The numbers for Rudy Gobert. Coming off a terrific season, came in about 14 points per, 13 rebounds, and just over 2 blocks. And the intimidation factor that he possesses with his shot blocking and rim presence, really the backbone of their defense.
Yeah, you know, he's protecting the rim like it's his family. I mean, don't even think about going in there.
DiVincenzo against Vassell. Johnson outside. Barnes sets a screen for Johnson. Tries it from the top of the key. Minnesota with the rebound. They're getting their first look of the season at San Antonio in this one.
And even though they're one of the top teams, they drop the season series to this squad. So sometimes matchups play a role.
Yeah, sometimes matchups do, but I don't think they're interested in looking at that. They want to come back strong and show they're the better team this time around.
There's the drive and the dunk by Sohan.
You know, we can't measure heart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
Gobert with a screen on Barnes. And finished off by Gobert.
Excellent mobility right there. I like when Gobert rolls to the rim with that aggression.
It's Vassell on the wing. Defended by DiVincenzo. Down low. Here's Johnson. No good. Shot missing. Randall with some nice D. And Randall has got the ball here for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They trail by 1. Makes it off the glass. Randall's got 8 points.
Forcing his way in is Randall. Hard for the defender to counter his strength.
Here's McLaughlin. 8 points his last outing. Sohan, the pass to Vassell. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Some changes for Minnesota. Einod's checked in, and Anthony Edwards subbed in for Dillingham. Minnesota's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
San Antonio shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
And that one misses.
We got this.
And he sinks the second. And here's Edwards from the arc. Oh, and he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What a play.
An ideal way to end the quarter with momentum on your side.
Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
These guys have been so quick off the dribble, finding great lanes to attack and getting themselves to the basket.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight, too, thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
The forwards for him, Johnson and Sohan. And there's Bismack Biyombo. Then it's Barnes. And it's Champagnie in at the 2. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. For 3, Edwards. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Yeah, you know, once Edwards flips that switch, now he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
Anthony Edwards is a classic 2-guard, Clark, a spectacular player. What has impressed you most about his development?
Well, he's got a great body. He had it when he got into the league after just 1 year of college. Tremendous basketball body, strength, and length. and bounce. Now he's worked on refining his skill. I think the biggest thing that's impressed me is not only his work ethic, but his poise. He's not a guy that plays frantically. He plays with intentionality and purpose, and that's a tough thing to do when you've got his athletic ability and you're as young as he is.
San Antonio with the ball. After the basket by Minnesota, Johnson can't hit.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Now here's Johnson. Lays it up off the glass.
Can't allow Johnson to get that deep. Once he's there, he's going to be able to score.
DiVincenzo against Barnes. The muscle from Edwards.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Spurs trail by 10.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it too, so I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David. Now here's Edwards. Keldon Johnson unable to get his last shot to go. Just 5 on the clock. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. And now it's a 12-point Timberwolves lead. And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
Spurs fans, no reason to gripe when we got the Spurs Hype Squad.
San Antonio making a switch here. Rynham's checked in. Naz Reid, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Mike Conley comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. On defense, the Timberwolves. Only given up 2 points this quarter. Pass to Biyombo. We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I will say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. And I think we have a beautiful game now.
And Clark, if you look at the NBA's draft combine, prospects now required to participate in drills and in other testing to be eligible for selection.
I like that, Kevin. I really do. I mean, it's part of being a professional. You can't just opt out of things because your agent says you should or you don't feel like it. This is a professional business, so there should be some standards and accountability. And I think it goes hand in hand with the push for parity. It ensures equal access to the information that will enable all teams to make informed decisions on draft day. So I like it. I really do.
Now here's Edwards. Keldon Johnson unable to get his last shot to go. Edwards loves it in there.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Wesley against Conley. Has to be Biombo. Here's Champagnie. Hasn't made one yet. And here is Johnson. Shot clock at 5. To the middle. They could use a bucket. And with that shot, the Minnesota Leafs get down now to just 12 on the basket from Biombo.
Biombo showing off his agility off the screen. It's not easy to set that hard screen and then roll with purpose and effectiveness, but he does.
Gobert, and that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Gobert's got his second basket of the game. Spurs have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Has to be Biombo. Here's Champagnie. With his first shot attempt. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. And the Timberwolves with possession here. Conley, the pass to Alexander Walker. Back to Conley. To the inside. Out to Edwards. 7-foot shot. The rebound by Champagnie. Spurs trail by 12. Pass to Wesley. Now, Sohan. Johnson up top. Guarded by Reed. Johnson can't hit.
You know, they're losing in large part because he's not playing well. It's really as simple as that.
Conley left side. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. Rebound by Johnson.
He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
Pass to Wesley. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Alexander Walker's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Clark, here's a great guy to have in the rotation. Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
Loved him in college. Loved his versatility, and I thought it would translate nicely to the NBA. Took him a minute to find his rhythm, but he's got great length, which makes him versatile defensively, and he can play with just about anybody because he's got good all-around offensive skills. Here's Wesley.
Anthony Edwards making his last shot. Pass to Champagnie. Here's Sohan. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Sohan's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Timberwolves leading by 12. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to talk to his guys.
Your Spurs, you nasty!
5 on the floor. Minnesota also making some changes. Julius Randle's checked in for Rudy Gobert. And it's McDaniels in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Randle finds McDaniel. Outside Edwards. Good, nice job down low. Edwards got the lead up to 14 now for the Timberwolves.
You know, he started the game knocking down shots, guys, and now in the second quarter, he's taking it to another level.
And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
They're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time defense.
Here's Castle. Edwards defending. Ball is screen on Edwards. And the basket by Castle. Castle's got 5 now.
Something Castle continues to work on. It's crucial that he becomes more consistent from deep.
Pass to Edwards. Randle surveying the D. Over in the corner, Edwards. 4 on the clock. Edwards holding off the D and converts.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Oh, good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Paul's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Paul's ball handling skills are insane, off the charts, amazing at snaking through and making the defense look bad.
Now here's Edwards. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Denver.
And equally spent as much energy on his D. I mean, 4 steals kind of tell the story.
Now Paul, following the miss by Julius Randle from deep. The lead now in single digits. Massey's got his second bucket of the night.
Hey, you know, when it comes to the pick and roll, Chris Paul does it with precision. His timing, impeccable.
Edwards kicks to Reed. Outside Conley. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Edwards can't hit.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Barnes can't get it to go.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Here's Barnes following the 3 by Minnesota. 26 seconds left here in the second. Here's Bassey. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Now here's Edwards. Defense is right there. Over Castle. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Edwards got 29. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, what do you think was the main issue during the first half?
We didn't make shots.
Thank you for that insightful analysis, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so is our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out. Glancing at the upcoming schedule when you guys played against one another, did you always have your games circled on the calendar?
I mean, not really. I just assumed they would be an easy win for us, honey.
Kid, you tripping. I always give your teams the business. I know, except in the finals when you swept us.
I should have known not to ask that question. And switching gears now to that first half, what a difficult start for the Spurs.
If they think they'll win with this kind of defense, they're tripping. When you give up that many good shots, it fuels your opponent's fire.
You're like gasoline on a flame, I'd say. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
Timberwolves leading by 12. And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Julius Randle is out there with Reed. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. And for the Spurs, they're shooting 43% for the game. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniel said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But, David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. Now here's Barnes, following the miss by Michael Conley. Here's Castle. Pass to Bessie. And here's Barnes for three. Trains the three-pointer. Barnes has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Spurs. Minnesota shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. Conley, the pass to Edwards. And Stephon Castle is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Reed with a screen on Paul. Conley kicks to Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. Bassie pulls it in. Bassie's got his 5th rebound in this one. Vassell against McDaniel. And the basket by Vassell.
And just attacking the paint. Vassell knows better than to hold back.
Reed with a screen on Paul. Conley with a wide open look. Connects from three-point range. Conley's got his first 3 points of the game.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's Castle. No good. Great D that time from Edwards. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Timberwolves. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Thanks. The Spurs are great at drafting and developing, and in selecting Stephon Castle with the 4th overall pick, they've made a play on upside. He's a versatile wing defender, shooting and his position were the question marks. Can he be a primary playmaker? Will his three-pointer prove to be reliable? Guys will see, but the Spurs are very excited to bring Stephon Castle into their program.
A star talent. Hey, Shams, we so appreciate the reporting you gave us right there. Thank you.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Randall outside. Now, here's Reed. D right on him. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
First in opponents' points per game, and they were ranked third in three-point shooting. They can burn you from deep as well as they shot it. The three-pointer really has become the focal point of their offense.
And Greg, you talked about their killer defense, holding opponents to the lowest shooting percentage in the league. They just shut teams down. And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
Dance Scan. If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us your moves. You need dance lessons. Show us those moves. Ball dancing.
Some numbers here for Randall. Great showing for him last season. Last season, put up about 24 points per, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists. And you can't downplay the importance of good size off the bench.
Space invader, a big guy who simply holds his ground and makes opponents work around him. That's good stuff.
Now here's Paul. 5 points in the game. Inside, here's Bassey. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And there's a nice playmaking element to Castle's game, especially at 6'6".
Outside, Edwards. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 3 assists now in this one.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Here's Castle. Ball outside. Plenty of space. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Paul's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
You know, one of the things that makes Chris Paul such a terrific floor general is his ability to run the pick and roll. Whether he passes it or keeps it, he usually always makes the right decision.
When Naz Reid is out there, Clark, spacing the floor is a real asset.
For sure, and you know, he really puts a lot of pressure on the defense because he can score from anywhere on the floor, and he's got great size and strength. And he does the little things too. I mean, you look at his points and rebounds, but this guy gets deflections, he goes after loose balls, he gets you extra possessions on the glass, he steps in and takes charge. I mean, he does all the little and big things.
And that one falls for Reed.
I like the fact that Reed is pretty crafty. He's got a good understanding and feel for the game. I mean, he makes plays, especially around the hoop, that other big men can't.
That one misses. Spurs trail by 9. To the middle. Here's Vassell. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. Minnesota's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Randall outside. Reed with a screen for Randall. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Spurs Spurs have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Here's Barnes, and the dunk by Barnes.
Now we've talked Barnes is athletic, he's strong, but he also has good balance, so he gets up fast to ram it home.
Pass to Conley. Floats one. It's deflected. Here's Castle. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Barnes has got his third assist on the night. Here's Conley. Here's McDaniels. Covered by Vassell. Back to Conley. An easy 2 points on the layup. Conley's got 5 points in the quarter.
Conley, so crafty with that left hand of his. The veteran knows his way around the hoop.
Pass to Bassie. Back to Paul. McDaniels against Vassell. Lock at 6. Shoots over McDaniels. Vassell, no good.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
McDaniels kicks to Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Show us what you got, young fella. Anthony Edwards. Love to see you operate like that.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Spurs trail by 9. Pass to Castle. Down low. Here's Bassett. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Now, here's Reed. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Charles Bassie, second.
With this break, let's show you the teams that led the league in assists last year. The Spurs second.
Just a gifted passing team. They play the kind of basketball that fans love to watch. Very unselfish and fluid offensively.
And he makes the first. Minnesota making some changes. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for McDaniels. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Edwards. Both free throws good from Reed. Spurs trail by 9. Now here's Vassell. 5 points in the game. Biyombo with it. He's against Reed. It's blocked. Here's Alexander Walker. He's guarded by Johnson. DiVincenzo with it. Still yet to score. Reed the pass to DiVincenzo. Conley with the 3. It's Biyombo with the rebound.
I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
To Champagny. Now here's Biyombo, guarded by Reed. A nice shot by Sohan.
Something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for them.
Minnesota with the ball, following the three-pointer by San Antonio. Randall no good. Vassell against Conley. Vassell, the pass to Champagny. Takes the 3. Rebound by Alexander Walker. Alexander Walker's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Randall. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Just an attacker is Randle. Always seems like he's being sent to the line.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Timberwolves.
The way they've been able to consistently get past the defense and to the cup has been most impressive. They've almost made it look pedestrian.
And also, they are working the opposition from the mid-range, continuing to fire away with confidence from there.
That free throw missing.
And, you know, the impressive ascension of Randle has been a lot of fun to watch. I mean, he's a double-double threat who plays with relentless energy.
And the Spurs making a change here. Duke's checked in, and then for Minnesota. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. And Dillingham subbed in for Mike Conley. And the second free throw, good.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
And guys, I think it's exactly the right thing to do with the lead. Keep going at defenders and find a way to get yourself to the line.
Now, here's Biyombo. Johnson outside. Back to Biyombo. It's stolen by Gobert. To the paint, here's Alexander Walker. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
A versatile guard, DiVincenzo is excellent at hitting his teammates in their spots.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Jordan McLaughlin's checked in for San Antonio.
At the line for one.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw drops for Alexander Walker. San Antonio with the ball. 1:05 left in the third quarter. Pass to Biyombo. Inside. Here's Champagnie. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup. Give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
And the first one at the line is good. And so he hits both.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Pass to Alexander Walker. They set the pick. Three-pointer. Cans it from downtown. Alexander Walker's got 6 in the quarter.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
McLaughlin, the pass to Champagnie. Sohan on the clock from past the arc. DiVincenzo with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 11. Here's Randle. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to go on Keldon Johnson.
Powerful move that time by Randle. And he'll go to the free throw line.
The Timberwolves have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And the first one drops. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. to Branham. Back to Johnson. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Timberwolves lead by 12. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The forwards for him, Johnson and Sohan. And there's Bismack Biyombo. And it's Branham in at point. That's the San Antonio 5. Now, here's Biyombo. Pass to Champagnie. Johnson outside. Shoots over Alexander Walker. And Johnson missing again.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
It's Edwards on the wing. Tries from 7. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Hey, he's so strong in the upper body. You're not going to alter Edwards' shot with just a little bump.
Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Goes back up and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Branham, defended by DiVincenzo. Johnson outside. It's not going to go for him. Great D that time from Edwards.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Well, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
Here's Branham. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Now, here's Biyombo. Not a lot of room. Here's Champagnie. San Antonio again missing. Timberwolves leading by 16. Now, Alexander Walker. There's the pick. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Second chance shot and taken away by Johnson. In transition, here come the Spurs. And the foul on Jeremy Sohan. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Castle's checked in for the Spurs. And a change for the Timberwolves. Dillingham's checked in. Here's Edwards. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Excellent timing by Biyombo and an impressive vertical, too. He's a good shot blocker because of that.
Here's Champagnie, defended by DiVincenzo. Here's Sohan. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Minnesota's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Gobert. Here's Minot. 5 to shoot. Here's Edwards. Comes up empty down low. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for San Antonio. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. Pass to Champagnie. Here's Castle. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And what I like about Castle's game is the versatility, right? He's a legitimate two-way threat who's willing to take on whatever role helps the team.
That's good from Castle. Miller's checked in for the Timberwolves. Mike Conley comes in for Dillingham. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
To the inside. It's stolen by Edwards. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Miller, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And they are demoralized now, guys. A careless play to turn it over and then slow getting back on defense.
It's Vassell on the wing. Edwards defending. They set the pick. Down low. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Well, I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
Here's Edwards, and Edwards slams it in.
That's all weight room right there. Edwards powers through the contact for the hoop and the harm.
Barnes is checked in for Sohan. Minnesota also making some changes. Reed comes in for Gobert, and Randall subbed in for Miller.
One shot.
Free throw good, Edwards.
So much confidence coming from Anthony Edwards. You can just see it. This is a guy who knows he belongs in the league and is hungry to be great.
Here's Bassett. Barnes outside. Here's Castle. To the middle. Here's Bassett. The layup missed.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Now here's Barnes. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in.
Barnes, because of his size and ball skills, tough to guard on the drive. I mean, once he takes off towards the rack, he puts the defense in a hard spot.
Harrison Barnes, shooting 2.
That's good from Barnes.
And you got to appreciate the overall game of Barnes. He's efficient as a scorer and also works hard at the defensive end.
Minnesota making a switch here. McDaniels checked in. Barnes hits them both. And here is Conley. Outside Edwards. Reed with a screen for Edwards. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Edwards got 43 points.
And it looks to me like he still has some of the shooting touch that he displayed in the first.
Barnes looking around. Here's Castle. Edwards defending. Passing, no good. Timberwolves leading by 18. Now here's Edwards. Here's the three. Massey pulls it in. Massey's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Barnes outside. Here's Castle. Edwards defending. Baseline J on the way, and the basket by Castle. Castle's got 4 this quarter.
This is where we'll probably see Castle the most, creating opportunities with the ball in his hands.
Conley, the pass to McDaniels. To the paint. Reed misses. Spurs trail by 16. Pass to Vassell. Here's Bassett. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Reed's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Outside Edwards. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And for the Spurs, they're shooting around 40% from the floor here. Ball against Conley. The shot's good from Paul. Edwards with it. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here.
It's the Spurs Breakers.
The short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. We have to play like we're tied. They want their team to sustain that level of effort, and we'll see how it works out. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And it's Vassell with the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul.
And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Outside Conley. Outside Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Shot clock at 6. It's blocked. Paul with the ball. Conley picks him up. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
Well, Castle showing his ability to create and finish when the defense overcommits.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus.
Let's go, fans! Now it's time to make some noise for your Spurs Hype Squad!
That's good from Castle. Minnesota leading by 11. Randall a screen on Paul. Conley dishes to McDaniels. Pass to Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
You can see how Edwards has really developed and worked on his handle. It's become a strength of his game.
Here's Castle. He's defended by Randall. Minnesota's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Now, here's Reed. Clock at 4. No one near Randall as he lets it go. That 3 off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Timberwolves.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year.
And has significant points in this game. They just stayed committed to their brand of basketball. And that's why they'll be taking the front end of this 3-game season series against the Spurs.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys. And looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Anthony Edwards.
And, you know, there was no stopping him tonight. Whenever he got the ball, he was looking to score, and rightly so.
And that one drops for him. Edwards got 47 points.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Rudy, another strong performance for you guys. How good is this team playing right now?
We're playing great, you know. It's all about defense. You know, when you play defense, when we focus, you communicate, and after we get easy stuff on the offensive end.
Rudy, a great win. Congrats. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David. And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Anthony Edwards.